Okay, so these are the Your Turn videos for adding and subtracting. Again, for this first question, you'll notice that it does say addition here in the center. Remember, you're always going to look to see what sign is here in the center between the two. Since that is a plus, we are going to add. Remember, adding means you just have to grab the things that have the same like term. So in this instance, we've got a negative 7x cubed and a positive 9x cubed. That is going to combine together to give us a positive 2x cubed. Notice that we have a 4x squared in this parentheses, but we do not have a corresponding 4x squared over here. So we're just going to drop that down, minus 4x squared. You can cross it out. You can do whatever you need to do to make sure that you know that you've talked about that term. So now we have negative 5x and we have a negative 7x over here. Since they're both negative, we're going to add that together to get negative 12x. And then our last set of like terms, we've got a positive 6 and a positive 1. Again, those are the same signs, so we're going to add them and keep their signs. So that's going to give us a positive 7. So this is our first answer, 2x cubed minus 4x squared minus 12x plus 7. Now on this second one, I hope you noticed when you looked at it, it is a subtraction problem. So for subtraction problems, remember we're going to write down the first one just as we see it. So 8c squared minus 9c plus 15. And then we're going to take that negative there and we are going to distribute him to all three of the terms inside that parentheses. And remember, when you're distributing a negative, it's just basically changing the signs of everything. So it becomes a negative 2c squared, a positive 4c, and a negative 3. And then we just need to start talking about our like terms. So again, we've got this 8c squared and a negative 2c squared. So that's going to give us a positive 6c squared. So now we can look at our c's. We've got a negative 9c and a positive 4c. So we're going to subtract since they're opposite signs. That's going to give us negative 5c. And then for our last one, we've got a positive 15 and a negative 3. Again, we're going to subtract since they're opposite signs. That's going to give us a positive 12. So there's our answer right there. Okay. Now on this last one, because it is both addition and subtraction, I need you to pay real close attention. So because that is a subtraction, then that negative needs to be distributed and only distributed to that 6y and the positive 8. And then on the second one, because it's addition right here, all we need to do is just drop that 9y and negative 3 straight down. So when we do this, we're going to keep our 3y minus 5. I'm going to distribute that negative, so that's going to give us negative 6y minus 8. And again, we're just going to drop this third one down, so plus 9y minus 3. And again, now we're looking for those like terms. So we've got a positive 3y and negative 6y, so that's going to give us negative 3. And then we're going to add 9 to that, so that is going to give us a positive 6y. So we've got 6y. And then we've got a negative 5, a negative 8. So those are both negative. We're going to add those together. That is going to give us a negative 13. And then we're going to add another negative 3 to that. So that'll give us a negative 16. So that'll be negative 16. And there is our answer for number 3. Again, when you're doing one that has both a subtraction and addition in it, that subtraction sign only goes to the parentheses directly behind it. Everything else would just come down like it is.